everyone, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. And if you haven't been here before, please subscribe to be a part of the bilingual family, which is mostly me attempting to speak English. In today's video, I wanted to show you my updated makeup favorites because it's been 4 months since I showed you my last makeup favorites. Also, we're now into autumn, or like fall, whatever you want to call it. I call it herfst. Herfst. So here are my new makeup favorites. I also have, I think, 1 or 2 skincare products and a nail polish. So first up, I want to talk about some products that I've already talked about in my last, I think, recent favorites, and also in my like top 3 of each category video. Basically guiding you very quickly through some products that are still in my favorites and that I really like at the moment as well. For foundation, I am still very much enjoying these 2 foundations, or like skin tints. So I have the Nabla Skin Realist Tinted Balm, and I have the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. Now, the way that I used these before in the summer was definitely by using them separately, and now that we are gradually going into autumn and winter, I have noticed that I like these a lot more combined. I don't know what it is, but my skin obviously changed during the autumn season, and now I like to mix these. So this one is very luminous, but it isn't as covering as I would like it to be during autumn, especially if I'm dealing with like a few breakouts. And this one is a little bit more on the satin kind of side, so it kind of combines very well together because this one also has a little bit more coverage. So the mix of these 2, beautiful. Another product that I've also been using continuously and that I'm still loving is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. This is still one of my favorite powders, if not my favorite powder. Because I have dry skin, powder is very tricky, and especially during the autumn and winter time. Those are very dry months in Belgium here. Even though there's a lot of rain, it's dry. Make of that what you will. But this powder never really dries out my skin. Instead, it just kind of sets what it needs to set, and it never emphasizes any fine lines or dry texture or whatever. So if you have dry skin, again, I really recommend the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. Another product that I've also still am very much in love with is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade She's Statuesque. So this is what it looks like. I like both of these. Right now, I'm currently using the bronzer a little bit more than the contour, even though I have also used the contour quite a bit. As you can see, there's like a little bit of a dent in it. We on our way, boys. But I've been really liking this bronzer during summer as well, but even more now that it's more like that autumn fall kind of weather. It's a perfect kind of neutral tone for my skin tone. It doesn't lean too warm, it doesn't lean too cool. So in this kind of like grey weather, it doesn't look too stark on my complexion, which is amazing. And also really like the formula. It's more of a matte formula, but it has a specific kind of sheeniness to it that I really appreciate, if you might know me. So yeah, this bronzer, still loving, still using during autumn and fall and winter, and that's the same thing. Then another product that I've talked about that I really like is the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow in the shade Cosmic Rose, I think is the color. Yeah, Cosmic Rose. So this is what it looks like. Again, beautiful product that I am still very much in love with. I love applying this with the Real Techniques setting brush. Just a little dot on the back of my hand, and then take the brush and apply it to the high points. And it just gives me the appropriate type of glowiness, the appropriate type of dewiness to give me a little bit of glow during autumn, which is what I like, because a lot of people seem to really like a matte kind of look during autumn and winter. I'm not that type of person. I like to make my skin look hydrated and glowy throughout the years, and this one definitely does that. It gives you like a very nice dewiness, but without being too much, and it still kind of looks natural if you don't use too much, if that makes sense. It's also not as glittery as some of my highlighters, and just all over a very beautiful product that I am still very much using and loving. I forgot about this, I'm sorry. But also another product that I've been really still liking is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. Again, still one of my favorite blushes right now. A very nice peachy tone that even suits like winter type of situations. The top layer of this blush does dry out every once in a while, so you want to warm it up sometimes with your finger to get rid of that like dry layer, and then you can put your brush back in and it looks beautiful. Okay, so now that we have the old favorites out of the way that are still very much favorites of mine and that I quickly wanted to mention, it's time for some new makeup favorites, and these are very exciting. So first of all, I want to start with two products that I recently reviewed on my channel, and those are the the M Cosmetics Cream Blush and Bronzer. So I have the multi-face play one, and I have the blush, which is Lychee, and then the multi-face play, or like the bronzer, is the color Summer. So I recently reviewed this, so I don't want to go too much into depth in these, but they are beautiful. Both the blush and the bronzer have a very similar formula. They're pretty much the same thing. Like, it has a very nice formula that is very easy to blend out. So especially during the morning when you don't have a lot of time, you can just take your brush, apply it to the face, and it's pretty much done. The color Lychee is also one of my favorites right now. It's such a beautiful, like, vibrant peachy pink, I would say, that still gives you enough of that like vibrancy that you really like during the spring and summer, but that is still very much appropriate during the winter time. Bronzer, beautiful as well, gives enough warmth to the skin to really look beautiful in my opinion. And overall, just very nice products. I will link the review down below, or it will come up right here so you can watch an in-depth tutorial, demo, swatches, and also just the review of these products. Another blush from M Cosmetics that I've been really liking is their Color Drop blush in the shade Venetian Rose. First of all, this packaging is so beautiful. I just really like the packaging of this. Look at this, it's so cute. I have noticed that the dropper, like a lot of people say, is a little bit tricky. It doesn't always work, but I found that if you press down before going in and then you go in and you release, it will fill up with product and then it works. So don't do it inside because it won't do a lot of stuff, like it won't pick up any product. But if you do it like that, the dropper works. This formula is a lot more, how would I say, dewy than the cream blush that you just saw. This is a liquid one. And I would also say that this kind of particular color is very pigmented. I was expecting these to be a little bit more sheer, but they're definitely more pigmented than I was expecting them to be. Other than that, it's a very beautiful formula. Like I said, it has a lot more glowiness to it. It's not glowy in a shimmery sense, it's like glowy in a kind of like wet sense. So it looks moisturized if you put this on your skin, which is weird, but that's the way it is. So here you can see the color and how pigmented this is. Like I said, this pigmentation is no joke. You can see the dewiness, like the wetness of this product. The color is like one of my favorite colors. It's such a beautiful, like almost the berry tone, but it's not completely there because it's also quite neutral and it doesn't have enough red or blue in it to be a berry tone. One more base product that I wanted to mention is the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer. I recently purchased this in the correct shade. I had already purchased this, I think, a little while ago, where I was testing new drugstore makeup together with the Essence concealer, but it was like the shade was just way too dark, and now I have the shade 002 Neutral Ivory. It's the concealer that I have on right now, and let me tell you, it is so good. The most satin, like natural kind of finish that you will ever get. Like, even when I powder this with my Kosas Cloud Set powder, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look cakey, it has enough coverage. It's like very high coverage in my opinion. Like, it covers pretty much everything that you want to cover, and for the price, this is so good. Like, this is no joke, so good. So I really recommend this kind of concealer if you're looking for more of a satin to matte kind of concealer with a lot of coverage and that overall just has a very natural finish. So great one. We have a few more products. So I have two more lip products that I wanted to talk about that I've been loving. So one of them during the last 4 months has been the Catrice Powerful 5 Glossy Lip Oil. that kind of vibe. This is so beautiful, very inexpensive as well. Like I said, Catrice, I've recently picked up some products and they're absolute bangers, just so you know. I'll also be doing a full face of Catrice very soon, so keep your eyes on that channel. The color has wiped off, so I don't remember what this color is, but it's like the reddish pinky one. It's a very sheer kind of product, but it's so beautiful. This is not tacky, it's not sticky, it's very glossy, but in a very moisturizing kind of way. So this looks so beautiful. It makes your lips look hydrated, it looks them look plump, it makes them look like moisturized with a very sheer layer of color without it being too much, which is perfect on those days that you want a little bit of something on your lips that's gonna make them look hydrated but not too much. This one, take it. The Lisa Eldridge Luxuriously Lucent Lip Color. Difficult name. In the shade Painterly. It's the one that I have on my lips right now, and I'm quickly going to reapply some. This is a more like satin kind of finish, so it's more of that glossy but not completely kind of finish, so it's not matte, but it looks beautiful. It's very glidey and very smooth. Like, this is unlike any other kind of satin lipstick that I have in my collection. And the color, I just feel very beautiful in this type of shade, and the formula is also really pretty. It's beautiful as a stain, it's beautiful just full on like I have it on right now. But yeah, Lisa Eldridge, she has a new release today. You know I'm gonna pick it up. I mean, what did you expect? Finally, in the kind of like makeup category, I have this split liner from Glisten Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Gâteau, which is cake or pie, I think, tart. And I really like this because it's a brown eyeliner, and I've been obsessed with using brown eyeliner, and especially this formula is very nice because it's easy, it's pigmented, and it really glides on. Like any kind of those, like these type of eyeliners and not the ones that are like in a tube or in the pen, have become like my favorite ones to use because they're so easy. So I quickly wanted to mention this one as well because I'll put some pictures on the screen. I've been basically using this every time I use eyeliner on a daily basis to create like that eyeliner, like straight out eyeliner. I love it so much. So that's the one that I've been using. Then I also quickly wanted to mention this nail polish that I also have on my nails right now that I'm also quite obsessed with, and this is the Essence Shine Less and Go Gel Nail Polish in the shade 20 Good Times, and I'm just in love with this color, so I quickly wanted to mention it. So yeah, look at it, absolutely beautiful. I love it to bits and pieces. So this is gonna be like my fall / autumn nail polish. Beautiful, love it. So that, my lovely people, has been my updated makeup favorites, including a nail polish because I just wanted to mention that one. But yeah, that's everything for today's video. Those are my current makeup favorites, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below what you want to see next, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Please leave a like or a comment down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!